Hello, I'm Andy.
I'm Nancy.
Welcome back.
That's got to be the coolest cloud I've ever seen.
I think that's what that puffy one's turning into?
Maybe.
When we were in town and yeah, because there's the big puffy one.
Oh yeah, totally.
So it just turned into a thunderhead of sorts or whatever.
Wow,
Really
that is
cool.
so cool. It's so pretty here. We should definitely camp out here with the reverse mullet.
I think so.
If you couldn't tell, this is a burn area. Oh, those are a sight for sore eyes. So beautiful with the snow.
What do we got there?
It is so beautiful. You could have heard a pin drop in here. It was so silent.
Look at that. Can you see it? Wow. It is throwing 30 feet in the air. Nancy can't see it, but that's a lot of water. I'd love to walk down there. If you jump in there, you're dead.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy.
Imagine jumping in up in the reservoir here and coming out down there.
Hi, good morning. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm getting ready to set up a time lapse. And I want to show you why it's sometimes really hard for me to get a time lapse set up for a sunrise in the right place. You'd think it would be really easy because, you know, the sun rises in the east, sets in the west, but sometimes the sunset is prettier in the west, sometimes it's prettier in the north, or sunrise, or sunset, honestly, both, either one, take your pick. Let me show you what the sky looks like this morning. See, it's already starting to be kind of pink. Let me zoom out a little bit. In the clouds there. And also to the west, it's a little bit pinkish. Yeah. So it can make it really difficult to know exactly where to point the camera. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to hold the hatch open too. But that direction is where I'm taking my chance. Even though I'm kind of now thinking maybe it should be over there. Maybe I'll have to set my phone up too.
I didn't feel good at all about it, but I made it.
I don't know how I'm doing it until I step in it. Nancy, I'm very happy to turn back.
Yeah, I'll go back and
Let's turn around.
Okay.
We can go off trailing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sky looks ominous. Here's another one of those cell phone videos where I say, there's the bus. See that haze over there? That's what it looks like when a wall of rain is coming at you.
Going this way or that way?
I think it's going this way.
Yeah, I think it's coming. I think that stuff's coming this way. Today I'm going to put a new fan clutch on the van. I'd like to show you this being done, but I think I have to do it from the bottom. I don't think there's any room either way. I'll try to get you in there. Maybe I'll just set you up as B-roll, but I'm going to put in a new fan clutch, and I'll show you the difference once I get the old one out. Welcome under the van. I'll show you what I got. That's the piece I need to replace. I don't know if any of this is in focus. Too close to me to tell. That's the piece I need to replace to get it off. Man, I wish they had studs there, but they have bolts, so I have to take both of the belts off. This one goes around an air pump I'd rather not have, but I can't remove today. It looks like it's tensioned by moving the alternator way up there, so I'm going to have to get underneath the hood and move the air box out. And then this one's got an auto tensioner, so that one's easy. It's going to be a little harder than I wanted, but this is my spot to work. Oh, and this makes it so I can't quite fit my hand in there, because when they put new radiator lines on, they bent them way too wide. But I'm not going to mess with what they've done because it's not leaking. Looks like I should change the oil, and then that C6 transmission back there needs a new pan and I think a shift shaft seal. So we're going for that bolt to adjust that belt. I noticed that coolant hose right there looks a little sketch. So now I'm thinking I'm going to take some measurements, get all new hoses, and hey Merlin. After looking at that, I'm nervous. This belt has seen its better days. I hate to take it off and put it back on. That glorious big block stuffed in there though. Wide so you see it all. 8 fuel injectors, some air pump stuff that needs to be removed, which means I need a different belt for there. I got some research to do. I think I'm going to tighten the 4 nuts or bolts that I started to loosen and call it a day on this. locked up isn't the end of the world. Hopefully it doesn't take out a radiator, but I think that's my biggest coolant issue right there. Hate to even work around that. I'd rather just be the next time I drive this thing, be to get the parts to fix it. Then hopefully make it home so I can fix it here and not on the side of the road. I think that'd be best. Maybe I'll fix it in the parking lot of the parts store, so I don't accidentally spill coolant here. I do it there. There's no AC hoses, so I know why the AC doesn't work. Those ports aren't supposed to be open there. I'll have to figure that out. The idea that the compressor's been out to the elements for who knows how long tells me that's going to need to be replaced for sure too. Locked up or does it spin? Something's locked up in there. It gets to a certain point and locks solid. But I can hear it spew too, so something's working at the same time. 460 cubic inches might spin it past. It might destroy the belt. I think I just need a compressor. Compressor lines start from there. I think that's supposed to be hooked up to. Maybe figure that out too. I bet that goes to that heat riser valve because they're right now. They both have lines going. No, that's the air valve, heat riser valve. I'll figure this out. I don't think I'm going to fix the fan today. I think I'll just leave that locked up solid.
You never looked so good. Sipping life down like I wish I could. But these sober tears are all that's left to shed. Sank your soul, now made of lead. Face down beneath the rubble lies a man. Tells of a future already in the past. And of himself, well, he hasn't much to say. Awake the gods, it's judgment day. He said I left my home where the dead never rose, for the streets of gold I've yet to find. And at the end of the day, all you can do is pray. Without hope, well, you might as well be blind. Yeah, be blind. Tomorrow comes a day.
I'm already recording. Yeah, I gotta clean out this van. I've been overthinking it, haven't worked on it. Started working on it, rained on me a couple times, but that's not gonna be a problem today. I guess there is a little couple clouds off to the west. It could be a problem. I'm not gonna make it be a problem right now though, so I've been overthinking how I'm gonna store the shovels and the rakes and there's a lot of big things here. The weed whip and the tiller and the auger, and I don't know if that's the most important thing to have back here. The more I think about it, the more I think about how am I going to put all my stuff up in here, how are all the tools going to fit. I think what I really need is the tools to repair the van in the van, and that means the toolbox in the van, and then from that point forward I think it's just, I don't know, maybe just use some bungee cords and stuff and make it just simple, not worry about it, so it's modular. Whatever we need for a job we bungee up there, and whatever we don't we pile up over there like that. It's not like I'm going to keep the two wheelbarrows and stuff in the van. That stuff's always going to be kept out. I guess I was always going to keep the center open for the wheelbarrows and that, but for now I got to get all this stuff out of here and get the toolbox in here. And once the toolbox is in here, I'll figure out the rest. I kind of like this shelf here. I think I'm just going to try to shorten it. Camera to adjust. That fuel filler neck is going to be in the way of a toolbox there anyway, so it has to be to the left of there. So if I just shorten the shelf to there, kind of make the space below it for all the rakes and shovels and stuff, and just kind of keep throwing stuff on top of it, maybe even build another shelf above it, but it's not that nice of a shelf, but it beats just completely removing it. So I'm going to pull this end off and just zip it off right even with there for now. There, it's mostly cleaned up. Cleaned up enough that I can get Nancy to help me carry the toolbox. I don't know if I have to remove these bungee straps or if the toolbox will just kind of go over them, and I have that just past the spigot and have that cut off. This was a really stained old board, or stained through it. It might have been a new board when they put it on. That's all I could see, so I thought that was a junk board too, but that's actually maple. I realized it when I was like halfway cutting through it, like this is hard to cut, but too late at that point. I gotta get this toolbox bolted in, and sometimes don't you wish you could just clone yourself? They're getting pretty good with it, I heard, these days. I think I'm gonna have to cut that shelf out and move it out in front of what you can't see there, but that fuel filler. And that should give me some storage. I can tuck something in behind it from this side, but it's tighter than I wanted it to be there. And here's really the real problem. I can't really get into the top of it because it hits there. I have a much better option over here. And then this headliner, which I'd like to remove mainly because it looks like that back here. There's more space above there too to be had if I need to. But I'd like to have a wooden headliner back here, and being the front headliner's in good shape, leave that nice up there. But it looks like I get to trim this off now. It's not directly against the wall. I got a few inches of space back there. I'll have to find something to tuck in there. But they're screwed together and screwed to the floor of the bus. So I can do that ain't going nowhere, and yeah, I don't think it's going anywhere. It's going to be really hard to get stuff in and out of the very top, but it's possible now, and yeah, that should work. How about that? It's raining. But we got to run to town and do some errands. I think this is all the further I'm going to get it today. I got it so it doesn't need to be it's bolted in. It doesn't need to be strapped in or that. It's not going to move. The rest of this garbage can sit like this. And that'll just sit right there waiting for us. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Peace.
Bye.
I heard somebody
I'm
talk.
blind out here.
Thanks for watching. Until next time. Peace.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. Until next time. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Peace.
Bye. This is